Hey, beautiful Libra souls. I just sat down with my cards and wow, the energy coming through for you about romance right now is absolutely fascinating. I mean, I shuffled these cards thinking about your love life, and what came out was not what I expected at all, but it makes so much sense when I really dive into it. So I asked the universe about this unique romance that's coming your way, and the first card that practically jumped out of the deck was the Four of Swords. Now, you might think, wait, Four of Swords for romance? But listen to this because this is actually brilliant. This card is telling me that the kind of love that's meant for you isn't going to be the typical Russian, butterflies everywhere kind of romance. What I'm seeing here is that your perfect person is going to come to you during a period of mental rest and reflection. You know those moments when you're just being still, maybe meditating, maybe just lying in bed thinking about life? That's when this connection is going to form. It's like the universe is saying your soulmate isn't going to find you in the chaos of nightlife or dating apps, but in those quiet, contemplative moments when you're most authentically yourself. The Four of Swords is also talking about healing, and this tells me that both you and this person have been through some relationship experiences that taught you valuable lessons. You're not going to bond over drama or trauma, but over the wisdom you've both gained from taking time to understand yourselves better. This is why the romance is going to be so unique. It's built on a foundation of self-awareness rather than just attraction. But here's where it gets really interesting. The next card I pulled was the Eight of Wands, and this completely shifted the energy. So we go from this peaceful, contemplative Four of Swords energy to bam, Eight of Wands. This is telling me that once this connection forms, things are going to accelerate fast. Like, really fast. The Eight of Wands is all about rapid movement and messages flying back and forth. I'm seeing you and this person texting constantly, maybe even across different time zones. There's something about long-distance communication here, or maybe one of you travels a lot for work. The unique aspect of your romance is that it's going to develop primarily through communication first, which is perfect for you as a Libra because you need that mental connection. What makes this so special is that you're going to fall in love with their mind before anything physical happens. You know how some people meet and it's all about chemistry and attraction? For you, it's going to be about the way they think, the way they express themselves, their ideas and perspectives. The Eight of Wands suggests rapid-fire conversations that go late into the night, where you lose track of time because you're so engaged in talking with this person. Now here comes the test of tolerance part, and this is where the Knight of Cups showed up. I have to say, I was expecting maybe a challenging card here, but the Knight of Cups is actually showing me that the test isn't about dealing with something negative. It's about learning to receive a very particular kind of love. The Knight of Cups represents someone who loves through grand gestures and romantic idealism. The tolerance test you're facing is actually about learning to accept being loved in a way that might feel overwhelming at first. As a Libra, you appreciate beauty and romance, but you also like balance, and sometimes too much intensity can make you uncomfortable. This person is going to love you in a way that's almost cinematic. We're talking surprise deliveries of your favorite flowers, handwritten letters, maybe even showing up with a playlist they made just for you. The test of tolerance is whether you can let yourself be loved this deeply without pulling back or trying to create distance to restore balance. I'm getting the sense that you might have been in relationships before where you had to tone down your romantic nature or where partners criticized you for being too idealistic about love. This Knight of Cups energy is showing me someone who not only matches your romantic idealism, but exceeds it. The question is, can you handle being with someone who loves as deeply and romantically as you do? The fourth card that came through was the Six of Pentacles, and this is where the reading gets really beautiful. This card is about reciprocal giving and receiving, and it's showing me that despite the initial test of tolerance, once you both find your rhythm, this relationship is going to be the most balanced you've ever experienced. The Six of Pentacles suggests that you and this person have complementary resources and skills. Maybe they're really practical where you're creative, or maybe you're great with people while they're amazing with planning and organization. What makes this romance unique is that you're going to build something together that's bigger than what either of you could create alone. I'm also seeing that money or resources play an interesting role in your relationship. Not in a sugar daddy way or anything like that, but more like you naturally balance each other out financially. Maybe you're generous in ways they're not, and they're financially practical in ways you're not. The Six of Pentacles suggests you're going to teach each other different approaches to abundance and sharing. There's something here about you both having had experiences with unequal relationships in the past, where one person gave too much and the other took too much. This new romance is going to be healing because it's genuinely reciprocal. When you give, they appreciate it and give back. When they give, you receive it gracefully and return the energy. The next card completely surprised me. I pulled the Hermit. Now, the Hermit for a romance reading might seem strange, but this is actually profound. The Hermit represents inner wisdom and spiritual guidance, and it's telling me that this relationship is going to awaken something spiritual in both of you. What I mean by this is that being together is going to make you both more connected to your higher selves. The Hermit holds a lantern, lighting the way for others, and in this context, it means you and your person are going to serve as spiritual guides for each other. This isn't about religion necessarily, but about helping each other become the best versions of yourselves. The unique aspect here is that your romance is going to have a deeper purpose beyond just being happy together. You're going to inspire each other to pursue dreams you might have been too scared to chase alone. The Hermit suggests that together, you'll have the courage to step into your authentic power and maybe even help other people in some way. There's also something about solitude being important in your relationship. The Hermit shows me that you'll both need alone time to process and integrate what you're learning from being together. This isn't about distance or problems. It's about respecting each other's need for introspection and inner work. The test of tolerance here might be learning that it's actually healthy to sometimes be apart so you can come back together with more to share. Some people think couples should spend every moment together, but your unique romance is going to thrive on a balance of togetherness and individual growth time. Then I pulled the Three of Cups, and my heart just lit up because this card is pure celebration and joy. The Three of Cups is telling me that your romance is going to be witnessed and celebrated by your community in the most beautiful way. This isn't going to be one of those relationships where you have to hide it or where your friends don't understand what you see in each other. Your friends and family are going to love this person. The Three of Cups suggests celebrations, parties, gatherings where you two are just glowing together and everyone can see how happy you make each other. There's something about this person fitting seamlessly into your social circle and bringing even more joy and fun to your group dynamic. What makes this unique is that your romance is going to enhance all your other relationships too. You know how sometimes when people get into relationships, they disappear from their friends. With the Three of Cups energy, it's the opposite. Your romantic relationship is going to make you an even better friend, sister, daughter, whatever roles you play in other people's lives. I'm also seeing group trips, celebrations, maybe even your engagement or wedding being a huge celebration that brings people together from all different parts of your lives. The Three of Cups has this energy of abundance and shared joy, suggesting that your love story is going to inspire and uplift other people too. The tolerance test with the Three of Cups might be about learning to share your happiness openly without worrying about making other people jealous or uncomfortable. Sometimes when we're really happy, we dim our light so others don't feel bad about their own situations. This card is encouraging you to celebrate your love fully and let it shine as an example of what's possible. Now, the seventh card I pulled was the Nine of Swords, and I know this might seem scary at first, but stay with me because this is actually showing me something really important about growth. The Nine of Swords represents anxiety and mental stress, but in the context of this romance reading, It's highlighting the fears you'll need to face to fully receive this love. The Nine of Swords is showing me that your biggest challenge isn't going to be anything this person does. It's going to be your own mind. All those late-night worries about whether you deserve this kind of love, whether it's too good to be true, whether you're going to somehow mess it up. These are the swords that keep you awake, not any actual problems in the relationship. This card is appearing because the universe wants you to know that these fears are normal, but not prophetic. The tolerance test includes learning to tolerate your own anxiety without letting it sabotage something beautiful. When you start overthinking or getting scared, that's your cue to come back to the present moment and remember that love is meant to feel good. The Nine of Swords also suggests that you might have some healing to do around receiving love. Maybe past relationships ended badly, or maybe you've been hurt before when you opened your heart fully. This new romance is going to bring up some of those old wounds, not to hurt you again, but so they can finally heal. The beautiful thing is that this person is going to be patient with your healing process. They're not going to run away when you have moments of doubt or fear. Instead, they're going to consistently show up with love and reassurance until your nervous system finally relaxes and accepts that yes, this is real and safe. The final card that came through was the Page of Wands, and this just made me smile because it's such a hopeful, excited energy to end on. The Page of Wands represents new beginnings, creative inspiration, and youthful enthusiasm. This is telling me that your romance is going to feel like a fresh start in the best possible way. Even if you've been in love before, this is going to feel completely different and new. The Page of Wands suggests that you and this person are going to bring out each other's playful, creative sides. I'm seeing you trying new things together, maybe taking a class or learning a new skill. Definitely lots of laughter and spontaneous adventures. What makes this romance unique is the creative collaboration aspect. The Page of Wands shows me that you're going to inspire each other's artistic or creative expressions. Maybe you'll start a business together, or write something together, or even just inspire each other to pursue creative hobbies you've been putting off. There's also something very youthful about this connection, regardless of your actual ages. The Page of Wands suggests you're going to feel young and energetic when you're together, like teenagers in love but with the wisdom of your life experience. This person is going to help you rediscover parts of yourself that you might have forgotten about or suppressed. The tolerance test with the Page of Wands is about being willing to be vulnerable enough to play, to be silly, to try new things, even if you might fail. Sometimes as adults, we get so serious about relationships that we forget they're supposed to be fun. This card is reminding you that the best romance includes lots of joy and lightness. So let me bring all of this together for you, beautiful Libra. The universe is telling me that your unique romance is coming through a period of personal peace and reflection, but once it starts, it's going to develop quickly through amazing communication and mental connection. You're going to meet someone who loves with the same romantic intensity that you do, and initially it might feel almost too good to be true. The test of tolerance isn't about putting up with bad behavior or settling for less than you deserve. Instead, it's about learning to receive the level of love you've always dreamed of without sabotaging it with fear or trying to create artificial balance where none is needed. It's about tolerating being completely cherished and adored. This romance is going to be witnessed and celebrated by everyone who loves you, and it's going to inspire your creative expression and spiritual growth. Yes, you'll have moments of anxiety and doubt, because that's what happens when something really matters to us. But this person is going to be steady and patient as you learn to trust in the reality of their love. The most beautiful part is that this relationship is going to feel like a fresh start, bringing out your playful and creative sides while also helping you become more of who you truly are. It's going to be balanced and reciprocal, but also full of passion and romantic gestures that make your Libra heart sing. I keep feeling this energy of divine timing around your reading. Everything is aligning for you to receive this love, but the universe is also preparing you for it, through this period of self-reflection and healing. Trust the process, trust your worth, and get ready for a romance that exceeds even your highest expectations. The cards are so clear that this is going to be worth every moment of growth it requires. Your person is out there, probably going through their own period of preparation, and when you come together, it's going to be magic.